We give you praise, Lord. You are mighty, Lord. Come on, lift those hands to the Lord. We sing a song to God. Behold.
Hello?
Grandma? It's me, Jake. How are you?
Jake? It's been so long. You sound different. Older.
Yeah, it has been a while. Anyway, well, I'm kind of in trouble. I'm in Chicago right now, and a few guys just robbed me. I really need money to get back home safe.
Oh, no.
And the thing is, I really don't want my parents to find out about this, to worry them. Do you think you could help me? It's urgent.
Banks do everything they can to keep your account safe, and that includes helping you recognize scams like the one we just saw. This one is called the grandmother scam, and like other common schemes, it follows a pretty set pattern. Knowing these tactics that someone might use to mislead you will keep your finances that much more secure. Scams take advantage of your natural tendency to be helpful, to follow the rules. They play off of your emotions, things like fear and sympathy. The goal is to pressure you into doing something you probably wouldn't do normally. Let's take a look at how scams are usually structured. The first sign to look for is when someone contacts you unsolicited. You'll get a phone call, an email, or maybe a pop-up window, and it'll usually come out of the blue. Often, it's from someone who seems legitimate, someone like your grandchild or your insurance company. Sign 2 is when the person tries to scare you. They might pretend to be the IRS and tell you you're in trouble, to intimidate you into sharing details like your credit card number or your bank password. Which leads us to sign 3, when they try to give a sense of urgency, something you have to do immediately. They might say your computer's infected and a technician has to get access to your files right away. When the message is unexpected, scary, and urgent, these are telltale clues that something's not quite right. So, what do you do when you notice these signs? First, resist the pressure to respond quickly. Never wire money after a suspicious request or share important bank details. Instead, hang up and contact someone you know is legitimate, like someone at your bank, or in this case, your grandson's parents. If it's your bank, you can click the contact link on their website and get an official representative on the line. Some banks even have a link where you can report suspicious emails. And remember, you should look out for scams with your telephone or cable companies too, not just your bank account. Scammers can use other accounts to find a backdoor into your banking information, so it pays to be on the lookout for these schemes no matter what kind of information is at stake.
What will happen if you eat 3 eggs a day? Eggs have been getting a bad rap in the health and fitness community because they are associated with cholesterol and weight gain. Others say they may trigger a heart attack, and people who want to lose weight usually remove eggs from their diet. But what if you tried to eat 3 eggs a day? We bet you're cringing right now, but don't be so hard on those poor eggs. You might be missing more benefits than you realized. Brightside will crack the myths behind eggs, especially the egg yolks. Plus, by the end of this video, we'll let you know what will happen if you eat 3 eggs a day. But let's set aside the misconceptions for now. Imagine how a single cell turned into a healthy baby chicken. For this to happen, an egg must be packed with life-giving nutrients. Save that amazing fact for later use and hit the subscribe button now. Turn on the little notification bell as well so that you'll always be the first to see our new videos on the bright side of life. First, we'll tell you how an egg is loaded with amazing stuff. It contains calories, protein, healthy fats, folate, calcium, zinc, phosphorus, selenium, and vitamins A, B5, B12, B2, D, E, K, and B6. Phew! What are we talking about again? Is this about multivitamins? Nope. These vitamins and nutrients can be found in an egg. And it's cheaper than all those pricey supplements. You're not yet sold, are you? Oh, right. You've heard that eggs, particularly the yolks, contain an insane amount of cholesterol. But did you know that cholesterol is not entirely bad? According to the website Medical News Today, it can be found in every cell in your body. Gasp! Yes! This waxy and fat-like substance plays an important role in digestion and vitamin D production. It also helps generate steroid hormones like testosterone, estrogen, and cortisol. Note that it has two types: low-density lipoproteins, or LDL, also known as bad cholesterol, and high-density lipoproteins, or HDL, the good cholesterol. The American Heart Association explains the difference between the two. LDL contributes to fatty buildups in arteries, or the process known as arteriosclerosis, and increases the risk for heart attack, stroke, and peripheral artery disease. On the other hand, HDL knocks out LDL by taking it away from the arteries and dumping it on the liver to break it down and annihilate it completely. The American Heart Association didn't define HDL in that Street Fighter style, but you get the gist. So the more HDL and the less SDL you have, the better. But what type of cholesterol will you find in an egg? Is it HDL? Nope. Oh no, then it's LDL. Nope again. Huh? If an egg contains neither good nor bad cholesterol, then what's going on? Eggs contain omega-3 fatty acids and dietary cholesterol. But before you throw away your precious eggs, we'll explain everything. First, omega-3 fatty acids are healthy fats. Yes, the National Heart Foundation of Australia said that omega-3 fatty acids can lower your heart rate and rhythm, decrease the risk of clotting, reduce blood pressure levels, improve blood vessel function, and delay the buildup of plaque in coronary arteries. Pretty cool, huh? In the case of dietary cholesterol, several studies proved that eggs don't increase the risk of heart disease, according to Healthline. It seems that both eggs and cholesterol are victims of bad press, but they're actually good guys. Well, except for LDL. Now that we've shown you that eggs are innocent, what are the benefits you can get from them? Number 1, eggs keep you full and help with weight loss. These two are connected. One of the characteristics of filling foods, or foods that satiate hunger, is that they're rich in protein. A large egg contains about 6 grams of high-quality protein, which may help you eat less for several hours after a meal. As a result, this helps you lose weight because you're satiated and can avoid impromptu trips to the fridge when you're feeling hungry. No offense to bagel lovers, but a study showed that an egg breakfast enhances weight loss more than a bagel breakfast. Number 2, eggs improve eye health. After this, you'll see egg yolks in a new and positive light. Why? Egg yolks contain lutein, which helps reduce the risk of age-related macular degeneration and cataracts. It contains zeaxanthin, which protects you from the sun's harmful UV rays. Moreover, according to the Egg Nutrition Council, yes, the council has spoken, eggs can protect your eyes from retinal damage because they contain omega-3 fatty acids. Did we miss any other important details? Oh yes, eggs are loaded with vitamin A, which protects your cornea, and zinc, which improves the health of your retina and helps you see better at night. Number 3, eggs keep your bones healthy. A study conducted by the Department of Food and Technology at Hanseo University suggests that egg yolks, wow, those yolks are in a roll, improve bone metabolism and prevent the risk of osteoporosis. Also, whole eggs contain vitamin D to protect your bones, phosphorus to keep your bones healthy, and calcium to improve the density of your bones. Number 4, eggs prevent iron deficiency. What is iron deficiency and what does it do to your body? This occurs when you don't have enough iron in your body, and low iron levels can lead to equally low red blood cells. Iron is needed to produce hemoglobin, the part of red blood cells that carries oxygen throughout the body. How can you maintain the right amount of iron? Eat eggs! Yes, they are a source of iron. Number 5, eggs help with brain development in infant and fetuses. Eggs aren't only good for adults, but for infants and even fetuses. The choline in eggs is beneficial for fetal brain development. The yolks can also help to prevent birth defects during pregnancy. Vitamin B is important for the development of the spinal cord and fetal nervous system. It also helps prevent breast cancer, according to a study. So eggs are essentially food for the brain. Wow! Eggs were really underestimated and wrongly viewed by many people. Come to think of it, eggs are not the culprit. We should be looking more closely at the food we partner eggs with that's swimming in saturated and trans fats. For example, eggs with ham, bacon, or hot dogs. This is what the National Heart Foundation of Australia observed, and they recommend matching your eggs with a healthy option. But keep in mind that not all eggs are the same. How can you choose the right egg? This is a tricky one. Healthline says there are 4 types of eggs, and they are organized based on where the hen is raised and fed. Conventional eggs. The hens are fed grain, and their eggs can be found in supermarkets. Organic eggs. The chickens are fed organically and not treated with hormones. Pastured eggs. The hens are free to roam and eat natural foods like plants and insects. Omega-3 enriched eggs. The chicken's feed is mixed with flax seeds, a source of omega-3. Which will you choose? We'd love to hear your opinion on this. Are you clueless? That's all right, because we'll help you rank the eggs, starting from the least healthy. 1. Conventional. 2. Organic. 3. Omega-3 enriched. And 4. Pastured. If you can't find the last 3, then it's fine to go to your nearest supermarket to buy eggs. Should you be conscious about how you cook your eggs, since there is a standard regarding the right type of eggs? The United States Department of Agriculture, or USDA, says that it's okay to poach, bake, scramble, hard-boil, and fry eggs. Also, make sure the yolks are firm while cooking. How about the debate between white and brown eggs? Which one is healthier? Is there any difference between them? Well, are you familiar with this pattern? Brown rice, brown sugar, so brown eggs are best? But did you know that there are blue or blue-green eggs? Whoa! Going back to our question of brown eggs or white eggs, the truth is that it doesn't matter. Brown and white eggs have the same nutritional value according to the USDA, who debunked all previous myths on this matter. Let's now tackle our big question. What will happen if you eat 3 eggs a day? It's now clear that eggs are good for your health, but how many can you eat in one day? What is the standard or ideal number of eggs? A study from the Department of Nutritional Sciences at the University of Connecticut revealed that a person who consumes 3 eggs a day may experience more of an increase in good cholesterol and decrease in bad cholesterol than someone who eats the same amount of egg substitute. That is so great! The UK National Health Service says there is no recommended limit, meaning eat all you can. On the other hand, the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition suggests a maximum of 12 eggs per week. The National Heart Foundation of Australia limits it to 6 or 7 eggs each week. Regardless of the number, the message is clear. It is safe and healthy to eat eggs, according to several health authorities and institutions. Eggs have been unjustly demonized for many years, whether by commercialization or poor research. We hope that this video has helped you unscramble some myths regarding eggs and that you'll give them their rightful place on your plate. Do you know?
Some major news from the Vatican as Pope Francis expresses his support for gay couples. Welcome back. I'm Christine Johnson.
I'm Maurice Dubois. Francis becomes the first pope to endorse same-sex unions.
His remarks are part of a new documentary. CBS 2's Natalie Dudridge has reaction.
We can make a difference.
In the new documentary film Francesco, which premiered at the Rome Film Festival today but has not yet been released internationally, Pope Francis endorsed gay civil unions, saying, quote, "Homosexual people have the right to be in a family. They are children of God." This is the first time Pope Francis has made such a clear public statement. He had expressed support for civil union for same-sex couples when he was Archbishop, but never as pontiff until now. His comments making waves around the world and here at home.
It's exciting. I grew up as a Catholic, and I have since. I'm still faithful, but I don't practice, but because I am a gay man.
Josh Busher was married to his husband Brian in 2014, 3 years after gay marriage was legalized in New York and eventually in all 50 states in 2015. But many Christian churches are still not in agreement with same-sex unions.
I know that it's been hard for a lot of gay people in the church because of the discrimination against us. But now, hopefully, they all take this on themselves and they use the words from the Pope.
The term same-sex civil union grants most or all of the rights as marriage without the title of marriage, which some churchgoers still feel is sacred.
It shouldn't be called marriage. If you want to do what you want to do, a union, but not a marriage.
Despite the departure from the church's long-standing teachings, some parishioners here at Queen of Angels Roman Catholic Church say they support the Pope's position.
I personally agree with what the Pope says because I think all human beings have the same rights.
We reached out to the Archdiocese of New York and the Brooklyn Diocese. Officials say without seeing the complete film Francesco, they could not comment at this time. In Sunnyside.
The gospel, talking about it literally, means the good news. It is the good news of God. And what is the good news? Every young person knows life is actually completely empty. No matter what you do, no matter how you pursue it, no matter which direction you go, you come away empty-handed. Just recently, I was watching a documentary on the life of Kurt Cobain, who committed suicide at the age of 27. He'd been there, done that, done everything, and his last album he wanted to call I Want to Die. That's precisely what the gospel addresses. It addresses the fact that the human heart in its own pursuit will end up empty and lonely and destitute. And that destitute situation comes from being in a situation where in this body and in your mind, life does not ultimately bring you satisfaction. Why? Because it is violating the very purpose for which God has created you. He's created you and me for the relationship with himself and for the sacred. We don't like the word sin, but we'll use words like evil and wicked and conniving and scheming and bad. And what it really means in gospel terms is that we're alienated. We're alienated from God. We're separated. It's the same way we see it in the world. There's an alienation, there's a separation, there's an isolation. And when you're separated from God, the good news of the gospel is that in your own effort and by your own good works, you cannot rebuild that bridge. It is God who has reached out to you and to me in the provision of his Son, Jesus Christ, who is able to offer forgiveness to you and me and help us to rebuild a life in that sacred relationship with him. That's the good news. We are lost in and of ourselves. God makes the move to bring us back to himself. In the relationship that begins with God, it moves out then horizontally and changes the very lens and the worldview from which you view reality. What is reality? You have to answer 4 questions: origin, meaning, morality, and destiny. Where do I come from? What gives life meaning? How do I differentiate between good and bad? And what is my eternal destiny? The gospel addresses all these in the correspondence to truth and a coherence of life, and that is provided by the offer of Jesus Christ in your salvation and mine. That is the good news of the gospel. You will not be desolate. You will not be destitute. You are not alone in this world. Christ offers you a relationship with himself. If you look at any other worldview, you will not see these terms. You will not see this offer. So it's good news that you are not alone. God offers you his presence in your life.
Oh, how desperately he wants to use us. Oh, behold his own